Hello, it's Emma here. So today I want to introduce you to Adobe Illustrator for beginners. So we're going to cover the software, how to open a document, knowing the tools inside the software and how to use them, and how to navigate around the software. So to begin, we're going to click New File, and this menu will pop up. So you want to go on the right side here, and then this is where you write your file name. So I can write maybe Adobe lesson 1, and then the width you write it maybe A4 size, 21 centimeters. So this is where you set the unit. So you can set millimeters or feet according to your preference. And then so I'm going to use A4 size, 21 by 29.7, and I'm going to need one page, so I will leave the artboard as one. If you want 2 pages, you add 2 artboards. The bleed, I'm going to leave it, so this is for printing purposes. Color mode, I'm going to select RGB because it's only for screen. Same YK is for printing. And yeah, that's the basic settings you need for now. So you click create, and this is your document. So you'll find tools on the left side and on the right side. The ones on the right can be removed or added via the menu window. So when you click window, you'll find this list right here. So these can be added to this part of the menu or the toolbox. So to begin, I'll show you the navigation part first. So you can use Alt on your keyboard and then the middle mouse button to zoom out and zoom in. So this is the basic function that will prove helpful in the process. And then you can hold space on your keyboard. You'll see this hand appearing. Then left click and drag to pan around the artwork or the artboard. Then you can press Ctrl or Command on Mac and the middle mouse button or the middle wheel to move left or right the artboard or the canvas. Then you can use the middle wheel up and down to scroll up and down. So this is the basic function in Illustrator. Then the first tool we want to look at is the move tool or the selection tool. So this is used for grabbing objects. So this is the one that is currently active. So let's demonstrate that using an object, which is a rectangle. Just draw it. So if I'm on the move tool, I can use it to move it around or to resize it or to rotate it. So this is the function of the move tool. But when we come to the direct selection tool just beside it, this is for manipulating the object. So I can take this point, move it around. I can make changes on this object. I can use it also to move, but it has to be in the fill section. So this is the fill section and this is the stroke section where you have this line or these borders. That's what you see here. So when you zoom in, you'll see this line, white line. So this is the stroke, and this is the fill where you have this black. So that's the function of the direct selection. And then we have the magic wand. As if you're familiar with Photoshop, you might have seen this. It's used to select objects, either objects of similar color in Illustrator. If you have objects of similar color or appearance, you can use this to select. Let's say I have a box here. Let's say we have 4 boxes. One of the box or 2 of the boxes are this color green, and I want to select only the green out of these this group. So I can take the magic wand and then I do this. So I select objects of the same appearance. And we have the lasso tool. This is also in Photoshop, where you can select different points in a design or in an object. So for this video, I won't go too far, but I wanted to show you the basic navigation and the basic tools that you need to start your Illustrator journey. So before I close this, I'm going to show you how you can make your first design in Illustrator. So I've already showed you the objects and the move tool or the selection tool and the direct selection. So let's say you have drawn this object. Now what we normally use, like for circles especially, there is something called proportion. Proportion is where you have the object's height and the width, they go together. As you enlarge the height, the width enlarge relative to the height. So like this circle, this square, if I want to enlarge it proportionally, you find that the values are here and they are linked with this chain. So it says constrain width and height proportions. So when I increase this size, as you can see there, the gray box, the height goes relative with the width. But if I resize it without regarding the proportions, that's where you find that the object is freely transformed. Like you can just move it anyhow without any constraint. And the tool that we are using, or the method that we are using to resize things proportionally, is Shift and Alt, and the selection tool. So you do this at the edge or at this part of the object. So any of these parts. And if you want to draw a circle, you can see these small arrows here in some of these tools. So you can click and hold, and then this will pop up. You can choose either to take it outside like that, or you can just pick what you want and then it will go back there. So for the circle, if you want a perfect circle, you hold Shift and Alt and then you draw like that. And we have also the different tools like the star tool. We have the polygon tool. So you can use polygon to design objects like triangles, hexagon, pentagon. So like if I set it, just left click on the artboard or anywhere outside, you can set the size and the radius. When you click OK, you find the object up here. So these are the basic things that you can do in Illustrator. So if you find this helpful, just let me know on the comment section what you want me to cover and where you're having difficulties, and I'll get back to you. Until next time, thank you for watching and see you.